Hey everyone, and welcome back to Golden Hour Rewind. Have you ever wondered how students managed to get through college before smartphones, before Google, and long before I was even a sci-fi dream? It seems almost impossible now, doesn't it? But back in the 1960s and 70s, success wasn't about clicking a link. It was about sheer determination, sharpened pencils, and a whole lot of grit. Today, we're stepping back in time to explore just how they did it. Let's start with the heart of every campus, the library. If you needed answers, this was your search engine. Imagine rows and rows of towering wooden shelves, the faint, comforting smell of old paper, and the quiet, respectful shuffle of students flipping through heavy encyclopedias. Research wasn't instant. It meant spending hours poring over card catalogs, those long wooden drawers filled with thousands of tiny cards. Each card held clues, titles, authors, and the mysterious Dewey Decimal numbers. Mastering this system was like learning a secret code, and tracking down that one perfect reference buried deep in the stacks felt like discovering buried treasure. It was slow, sure, but the thrill of the find was unforgettable. And what did you do once you found your sources? You took notes by hand. Laptops were decades away, and typewriters were far too clunky to carry to class. So students filled spiral notebooks with pages and pages of meticulous, handwritten notes. In fact, many developed their own personal shorthand just to keep up with fast-talking professors. Having neat, well-organized notes was a status symbol. If your handwriting was good enough, your friends might borrow your notebook like it was pure gold. It was an art form, a testament to focus and patience. For memorization, nothing could beat the humble index card. Whether you were learning vocabulary, memorizing historical dates, or mastering complex math formulas, stacks of flashcards held together by a rubber band were your best friend. You'd see students everywhere on the bus, in the cafeteria, or lying on their dorm room floors, constantly flipping through their cards. It was a simple, yet incredibly effective, way to drill information into your brain, one card at a time. But studying wasn't always a solo mission. Long before online forums or group chats, students relied on face-to-face study groups. They'd gather in dorm lounges or common rooms, spreading their books and notes across the floor. They'd debate difficult topics, quiz each other relentlessly, and of course, share snacks while cramming for a big exam. These sessions were as much about social bonding as they were about academics. It created a real sense of camaraderie, a feeling that you were all in it together. And when exams loomed, all-nighters were inevitable. But these weren't fueled by sugary energy drinks. Instead, the air in the dorms would be thick with the smell of brewing coffee. Soft music would hum from radios in the background, punctuated by the rhythmic click-clack of typewriters echoing down the hallways. There was a quiet shared understanding in those late hours, knowing that across campus, countless others were awake, studying by lamplight, and pushing through just like you. Speaking of music, study playlists weren't streamed. They were spun on vinyl. Many students had a favorite record they'd play to help them focus. For some, it was the soaring melodies of classical music. For others, it was the familiar comfort of the Beatles, Simon and Garfunkel, or the soulful sounds of Motown. Music was a companion that made those long, quiet nights feel a little less lonely. When it came time to write that big paper, the typewriter was your word processor. And let me tell you, it was a high-stakes game. There was no backspace key to save you. One single typo often meant yanking the paper out and starting the entire page all over again. Students learned to type with precision and care, meticulously keeping their margins straight and praying they didn't run out of ink ribbon the night before a deadline. The relief of typing that final period was immense. And what if you needed help from a classmate? You couldn't just send a quick text. You had to pick up a landline phone and hope they were in their dorm room, or you'd leave a handwritten note on their door. Communication required planning and patience. There were no instant answers, which fostered a shared sense of responsibility to help each other out. Ultimately, studying in the 60s and 70s came down to one thing: grit. Without the endless distractions and convenient shortcuts of today, success demanded genuine discipline and focus. It wasn't easy, but it forged an incredible resilience. Students learned how to organize their time, concentrate deeply, and rely on their own effort skills that would serve them for the rest of their lives. Looking back, it's truly amazing what this generation accomplished with so little technology. If you remember studying like this, or if you've heard stories from your parents or grandparents, I'd love to hear about them. Share your memories in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to Golden Hour Rewind for more nostalgic stories. We'll see you in the next one.